Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am back with a review guys. I am doing a review for a movie that has played some time ago. It is a movie that is quite old. It goes by the name of iNUMBER. It has played in 2023 as far as I can remember, I think. I don't have full information on when it was, but at the time I didn't really watch it, guys. So because of right now, we are saying rest in peace to a legend, an actor, a legend of a person who's quite very young, I must say. Is Priestley Chineyanke. I think Priestley is a very, very, very good actor, guys, which is why he's being celebrated throughout South Africa. Unfortunately, he passed away at an age of 40. And we're just saying rest in peace to him. Obviously, in Number movie, he was acting with Dumom, who's also quite a good actor. He also came up at almost at the same time. I think he's one of those guys that have just joined through the competitions of acting. I think at the time it was called Class Act or something like that. So another actor who have acted on this one, we all know Fana Mokwena. He was there. He didn't act a big role, but another person who also act a villain role was Bongile Mantsai, who quite did very well. I think he was very, very good. And also, I cannot forget Brenda Nkoli, guys. She was very, very, very good. We all know how she was. Here, she was acting as some sort of a head in a police department, and this was the police station that was stationed in the middle of Joburg, in the middle of Josie, guys. And let's just get into the movie, guys. The movie, obviously, it's fully packed with action. I must say that the fact that they acted it in Joburg, I was just wondering how they really do it. We also saw them even getting into acting even in the Mall of Africa, which was very nice, I must say, just to show how thing is still beautiful to people who come from outside, because we all know that there is this portrayal of thinking that all is doomed. There is no more beauty in South Africa, especially in Gauteng. I think we just have to fix there and there, especially CBD of Joburg, we have to fix. But on the outside, it's still beautiful. I mean, Midrand is one of the beautiful places. But nevertheless, getting back on the movie obviously, as I already stated, the cast, it started off by just running, guys. It started off by action as we see Dumo playing as an undercover, and he was running after these guys. He was running after these guys. Who it's portrayed that he's a person who's stealing gold. So they were just on an undercover trying to buy those gold. And unfortunately, they found out that it was fake gold. It's very nice that we also learn when you are watching this movie, because I only found out that there is a fake gold on this movie. They have a name for it, but it's pretty fake. So I only learn it from this movie that we do have such a mineral in South Africa. So yes, guys, the movie obviously, as they were running, it was all action. We saw Bongile Manjali being chased, and he was the one, as I said, that he was a villain. And once he's catched, obviously we all know South Africa, guys. He went out of police after being arrested, just like that, as if he didn't do anything. The person who was letting him go was Brendan Koli, because he was some sort of a spy on this big syndicate that they were trying to uncover of who has the gold. And obviously, as we know, it's the city of gold. I think this movie really resonate with many people. The fact that it's a city of gold, and these two guys are trying to find their way as two police guys, which is Dumumjali and Priestley. I think Priestley is the name that he was acting. I just forgot it. I don't have the names that they were acting as, guys. But we all see Priestley trying to calm Dumo down to say that, you know what, my guy, come down, please don't do the crime, because Usdumo was not having it. He was tired of being just a police and never earning anything that he can sustain to take care of where they come from, because they came from an orphanage, guys. They were raised by the person who I already say that is Fana Mukwena. He raised them, and obviously they were trying to give back, to try to take care of the place, to try to let them raise other children, so to try to be a good role model, which obviously Fana had to convince Dumo that, you know what, Priestley is your brother, please go back, get out of your ways, and just go back and become a good police and try to be a good role model. So he decided to go again undercover, in which it was all action after that, guys. It was all action. I can't really fault this movie. I must say that because we all know the first in number, I think the first in number was also nice. I really didn't really go back to watch it again, but I really remember that Israel was really making fireworks there on it. So if you are a person who want to watch this movie, obviously, just watch both of them, in number, the first one, and also this one that is called Josie Gold. Watch both of them and let me know which one is the best. But I do see that there were many people that were also acted here, like Spagi Tulu, who have acted many stories, guys. We all know him that he is a good actor nowadays. But on this one, I think it was just before he was starting to pop out, because he was acting as an extra, as or on a, as a police extra. So the movie, the way that it ended, guys, I must say that I like the fact that at the end, justice was done. The people that were stealing the gold end up having it and going to do a good thing, instead of the gold remaining with people who had bad intentions. I think that it's always good that it goes to the right person. So yes, guys, we also get to see that the gold that was being stolen, obviously they were stealing from shops of owners that were doing many injustice. The way that were selling it to the shops, and it was all the gold that was come from South Africa, and they felt like they're doing justice, because these are where people who have got gold maybe by the time of apartheid, by the time when there was a lot of stealing from black people. So they felt that they are doing justice by trying to take away the wealth from these people who have obtained the riches through bad things that they have done in the past. So that was the aim of the team that was joined by Usdumo when they were becoming undercover, and you could see that all of them, they were just trying to just do good, to give money to the poor people, give money to a home, to people in club. They were just throwing money to make sure that other people can also eat. So that was the intention of this movie. I felt like perhaps maybe the storyline could have, or the movie itself could have been extended a bit, because when I compare it with the first one, obviously I feel like the first one was the best. But again, guys, and I'm not being biased or anything, Priestley is one of the best actors. He nailed his character, even though he was acting a character as to just become an assistant to Dumo. I think he nailed his character of just being that guy who's just in the back and making all these jokes. I will, as you saw, as this video started, I have just dropped out a message that he said on this movie, so you can expect those punchlines in throughout the movie as he's doing his thing, because we all know him from the river. He acted there, and he was doing it in a daily basis, so it comes natural to him. Acting, I think, for some other people, it's just a God-given talent. It's a shame that what people do with their talent, because some of them don't get to live to their expectations. Some of them live to their expectations, just like people like R. Kelly. They get to just use their God-given talent to do very, very bad things. Just like Priestley, he also, we all know his scandal with him not being able to take care of his son. So it's a slippery slope, guys. You are given here, and then the God takes there. So it's a balance things. They always say that great power comes with great responsibility. And rest in peace, man. He was a legend. I'll give him that status with no even hesitation. I feel like even Dumo is already a living legend. It's only a few guys that you can really count that have really acted big roles. That can really show that they've reached a level where we can say that they are legends, guys. This is a guy who has been a legend of acting. For the fact that he did what he did on the river, and that show has run for so long, it was because of him. I mean, we do notice the other people like Tandaza, like all those other actors, we notice them. But this guy, even after the show, I think they did give him another show of Cobra, because that was the name that he went about with. So they did give him another show of Cobra, that he also acted on it, just to show that the recognition of the impact that this guy have done on the film and the series industry. So for me, it's just a mixed feeling, because he can act movies, he can act shows, and he's good at it in both of them, guys. So I can't add much, guys. This was a short review just for in number because it's an action movie, guys. And if I were to rate it, I can rate it a good 6. I wouldn't rate it as 5 as 10. I feel like there were a lot of actions that has happened that I didn't like. I feel like in the storyline they could have done a little bit more. I mean, we should have known something about Ubongile Mchai as the most villain. His story of why he wanted to steal the diamond, we never get to even understand it, because he just end up turning against the group that he was in, and we never got to even know his story of what was happening. Even on Priestley, we never even get to know that after the birth of his child, maybe at the end we see him with his child, or maybe Priestley visiting Stumo in prison, because Stumo obviously end up getting arrested along with Brenda. So we never got to know what has happened, guys. There are a lot of loopholes that were not covered in this movie, right from the start up until the end. I felt like there were many loopholes. But as for the graphics and how the director did this thing, how they were stealing the jewelries coming out of the mall using them. The trolleys that here in South Africa we all know these guys that collects things and put them in their sacks and just move besides the road where the cars move, just move on the sidewalks with those things. I feel like it was very nice for us to just recognize our own culture of how we do things here in South Africa. So yes, guys, and it was very smart, and I feel like a lot of crimes are known by those people who move around besides the road. So, I mean, people are doing heists and throwing money on it, and it's not the first thing that was done. I mean, I remember there is another movie that they also did the same thing of using those guys. So I feel like it's becoming a trend. So if police want any information, those are the guys. The street guys are the ones that have the information. I feel like many police should start recognizing that those guys know a little bit more than what you'll expect that they will know. So that's it, guys. We'll meet on the next one. I don't know which other movie I will review, but I suspect that I will still review another movie or just talk about Priestley because he was such a good actor. So we'll meet on the next one. Cheers.